Hello, and welcome to BrothersView. I'm Ephraim.
And I'm TJ.
And what are we talking about today, TJ?
Today we're talking about the EU.
Okay, what's the EU?
The EU is the European Union. It's a group of nations coming together primarily in Europe for the betterment of each other.
Why are we talking about the EU?
So recently, the EU hasn't been able to get along very well.
What are these so-called tensions that they might have?
So I'll just give one example here. Recently, in Libya, France and Italy haven't been able to get along and agree on what to do over there because there's been a civil war recently.
Why can't they agree?
Well, because they both feel like they have a sphere of it's their sphere of influence.
Why do they both think it's their sphere of influence?
Well, because they both feel like they have interests there. So France has interests in the oil there, and Italy has had presence there in the past. So Italy backs what is now the government, and France backs what is the new government trying to overthrow the original government.
Now, I have a question for you. Where is Libya in all this?
Well, like I said, they're in the middle of a civil war, so really it's whoever comes out on top.
Now, why is this such a big problem for us?
Well, because the European Union can't get along. With situations like this where Italy and France can't get along, there are so many other issues lately that they can't nations can't get along, and when you can't get along, you can't get things done. The EU was created in a time when there was a lot of wars going on in Europe, like World War II and World War I, and many wars before that. So when it's not really war or big major threats like that, they have a hard time getting along.
So, what are they going to do about it?
Right now, there's no real big solution unless something major happens. Like I said, if China gets to be too big of a problem, like we talked about in our last episode, then maybe they'll start acting on it. But until something big happens, I'm afraid there won't be much to do. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of You Brothers. Please be sure to come back and check in tomorrow for our next episode. Because I'm TJ.
And I'm Ephraim.
And
we're the View Brothers.
Catch you
Have
later.
a good day.